I've been avoiding a follow-up email for 6 days. Not because it is hard, because it requires opening the thread, remembering the context, choosing a tone that does not sound desperate, and then carrying the tiny social electricity of asking another human for a response. So today, I tested the new version of ChatGPT Scheduled Tasks, as if it were built for exactly that kind of person. OpenAI updated Scheduled Tasks on June 17th. The important part is not that ChatGPT can remind you about things. Calendars already do that. The important part is that tasks now have a real scheduled page, better notifications, and broader time windows like morning or afternoon. And monitoring tasks that can check the web or connected apps and notify you only when something meaningful changes. That moves ChatGPT from a box you ask questions into a quiet assistant that waits for the right moment. For people who work alone, this matters because a lot of work is not the work. It is the remembering around the work. Remember to follow up. Remember to check whether the form opened. Remember to look at the competitor's pricing page again. Remember to see if that grant application changed status. Remember to ask the client for the missing file without sounding like a haunted project manager. None of these tasks require creativity. They just occupy mental space. So I tested one specific workflow, turning ChatGPT into a low-drama follow-up machine. First, I made a task for every weekday morning. Check the 3 project threads I care about and tell me which one actually needs attention today. Not every thread, not every possible concern. 3. The goal is fewer tabs, not a more sophisticated panic attack. Second, I made a monitoring task for a page that changes irregularly. This could be a job listing, a funding deadline, or a product change log. The prompt was simple. Check once in the morning, compare against what changed last time, and only notify me if the change affects what I should do next. That last phrase matters. If the AI sends you every tiny website edit, you have not automated anxiety. You have subscribed to it. Third, I made a follow-up task for one awkward email. I asked ChatGPT to remind me tomorrow afternoon if there had been no response. Then draft a short, calm nudge with the original context included. This is where the feature actually feels introvert native. The hard part is not the sentence. The hard part is starting the sentence while carrying all the social subtext. A good task externalizes that friction point. The results were useful, but not magical. The new scheduled page makes tasks feel less like a hidden beta feature and more like a real operating surface. You can see what runs next, pause tasks, edit them, and delete the ones that no longer deserve your attention. The broader time windows are also underrated. Asking for something in the morning feels more human than asking for it at exactly 8:17 a.m., which is how productivity software accidentally becomes surveillance with nicer fonts. The monitoring side is the biggest shift. OpenAI says tasks can search the web and check connected apps, then notify you when there is something worth reporting. That is the real product. Not reminders, filters. Introverts do not need more pings. We need fewer, better pings. Now the limits. Scheduled tasks are rolling out to Plus, Pro, Business, and Enterprise users. Active task limits vary by tier. Tasks cannot run more than once per hour. And unattended tasks may pause after a period of inactivity. That means this is not Zapier, not a back-end worker, and definitely not something I would trust for critical operations. If money, medical care, legal deadlines, or customers depend on it, use proper software and verification. But for the messy, personal layer of work, I like it. My verdict is, worth it, if you use it for mental tabs, not mission-critical workflows. It is good for recurring check-ins, soft deadlines, daily briefings, and the kind of follow-up messages you keep rewriting in your head. Who is this for? If you are the type who has 12 drafts, 7 reminders, and 5 browser tabs named Someday, this is for you. It will not make you a different person. Good, that was never the assignment. The quiet parts of work should cost less. The best AI tools for introverts do not make us louder. They make the quiet parts of work less expensive. ChatGPT Scheduled Tasks feels like that. A small, useful system for handing off the remembering, so your brain can go back to building the thing.